Our topic is viral diseases in common disease in human beings, in human health and disease. We have discussed about the bacterial diseases in previous class, and now we are going to discuss about the viral diseases. We all know the viruses are small intracellular obligate parasite which multiply within the living cells. So it is very minute compared to bacteria, it is very small. Okay. And intracellular means it lives inside the cell. It is an obligately, compulsory, it has to live inside the cell only. Outside the cell, it is non-living. So obligate parasite means it creates disease. It creates disease and it multiply within the living cells. So outside the living cell, the viruses are considered to be non-living. So the viruses when enter into the living cell, okay, the viruses when enter into the living cell, it creates new viruses. So because of the creation of new viruses, the cell wall of the host break out by killing the host cell, and it reaches another cell or causes disease in human beings. Rhinovirus, that is the common virus which causes common cold. Okay, common cold in human beings. Common cold, that is for common cold there are 150 different strains of rhinoviruses. So 150 different strain of rhinoviruses are there, and their genome is RNA. Because of the RNA genome is continuously changing, that is continuously mutated. Due to that, we cannot able to find out the vaccine for common cold. Okay. And viral diseases are grouped into 4 types. That is pneumotrophic, pneumonia. Think about pneumonia, where it attacks the respiratory tract. So pneumotrophic diseases means respiratory tracts, that is diseases like influenza. Dermotrophic diseases means skin and subcutaneous tissues. It affects the skin and subcutaneous. Dermis means it deals with the skin. Okay. So that means chicken pox and measles. Viscerotrophic disease, that is blood and visceral organs. So which causes the yellow fever and dengue fever. Neurotrophic disease, it attacks the central nervous system, rabies and polio. So we will see some of the viruses, okay, some of the common viruses, that is which affects the human beings. Okay, so first we will deal with the common cold. So the common cold is the disease and the causative agent is rhinoviruses, and the site of infection is, that is which organ it affects means respiratory tract. Mode of transmission is droplet infection. Symptoms of a common cold, you know, no? Nasal congestion, discharge, that is nasal congestion and discharge, sore throat and cough and headache. These are the symptoms. And the next one is mumps. So the mumps virus, it is a RNA virus and paramyxovirus. So paramyxovirus, and which part it attacks? Salivary glands. So because of the salivary glands inflammation, you can't able to swallow the food and you cannot able to move the neck this side, that side. So it got inflamed there. Okay. And the mode of transmission is saliva and droplet infection. Symptoms, that is enlargement of parotid glands. So enlargement of parotid gland. Next, measles. So the measles is rubella virus, RNA virus and paramyxovirus. Okay. So rubella virus, you can keep it only the term rubella virus, paramyxovirus, RNA. It is also an RNA virus. The site of infection is skin and the respiratory tract. And the mode of transmission, droplet infection, that is droplet infection, through the drops of the infection it got transmitted. And symptoms, sore throat, running nose, cough and fever, reddish rashes on the skin, neck and ears. Okay, reddish rashes on the skin, neck and ears. Okay, the next one is viral hepatitis. Viral hepatitis, that is causative agent is hepatitis B virus. It attacks the liver. The site of infection is liver. And the mode of transmission is parenteral route, blood transfusion. So these two ways the mode of transmission takes place. And the symptoms, that is the symptoms are liver damage, jaundice, nausea, yellowish of eyes, fever and pain in the abdomen. These are the symptoms of viral hepatitis. Next we move on to the chicken pox. So chicken pox and the causative agent is varicella and zoster virus. It is a DNA viruses. Okay, so it is a DNA viruses. It attacks the respiratory tract, skin and the nervous system. Okay, and the infection is droplet infection and direct contact. It got transmitted. So transmitted through droplet infection and direct contact. So symptoms are mild fever with itchy skin, rash and blisters. Okay, rashes and blisters. So the next one is poliomyelitis. So poliovirus, it is an RNA virus. Site of infection is in brain and the spinal cord. So droplet infection through fecal and root. Symptoms: fever, muscular stiffness and weakness, paralysis and respiratory failure. So the next one is dengue fever, that is brick-bone fever. So the dengue virus or flavor virus and DENV4 virus. DENV 1 to 4 viruses. So it attacks the skin and the blood. Okay. Mode of transmission through mosquito vectors, that is Aedes aegypti. Symptoms: severe flu-like illness with a sudden onset of fever and painful headache, muscle and joint pain. Chikungunya. The next one is chikungunya, that is alpha virus or Toga virus. Nervous system, the affected site is nervous system, and the mosquito vector Aedes aegypti. Here also the that is Aedes aegypti. And the symptoms are fever and joint pain, headache and joint swelling. So these are some of the common viral diseases in human beings. From this you can get 5-mark question, 1 mark as well as 3-mark question. They may ask the symptoms of chikungunya or symptoms of chickenpox or symptoms of poliomyelitis, or in 1 mark they can ask the causative agent or the site where it is got affected. Like this they can ask in your 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark as well as the NEET exam. So next, Nipah virus. So it is a zoonotic virus. Zoonotic means it is transmitted from the animal to human. So that is called zoonotic virus. Okay. Zoonotic virus, how it got transmitted means through contaminated food. So the infected people, that is the illness, they have illness, and from asymptomatic infection, that is asymptomatic infection is acute respiratory illness will be there and fatal encephalitis will be seen. These are the symptoms of Nipah virus. And you can write about the coronavirus also. What are the symptoms, you know? No, you are seeing that is day to day you are seeing it, the symptoms of corona, how it is dreadful and how it is a panic one, that is panic, and it is a pandemic also. You can add a note on it if they ask about the viral diseases. Swine flu. Swine flu was the first recognized in 1919. So 100 years back the swine flu was the pandemic, but now the corona was the pandemic. Okay, and it is circulates, and it was still there, and it circulates as a seasonal flu. That is swine flu, it is circulating as a seasonal flu virus. Swine flu, that is the causative agent, that is caused by H1N1 virus. Okay, H1N1 virus. And the symptoms: fever, cough, sore throat, chillness, weakness, and body aches. So these are the symptoms of that is swine flu. The children's that is pregnant women and the elderly people are having as risk at severe infection. They are got risk. Okay, the children, pregnant women, and the elderly people are at a risk from the severe infection. So we have to keep them away from the swine flu. Okay. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.